Okay, so I just watched the second Sonic movie, and I just wanted to give my quick thoughts on it and my initial reactions. So this is really just an unscripted video. I'm sorry if I'm stuttering. I just want to get this out of my head. I just want to talk about this movie because it was honestly fantastic. So this is spoiler-free, by the way. I'm not going to be going into any spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, then I guess this video is safe for you to watch. If you want to see absolutely nothing about this movie, like no trailers, no nothing, I'm going to be talking about, some of the scenes in the movie, like some of the unimportant ones, but I'm also going to be playing trailer footage in the background, so if that's not for you, if you don't want to see any of that stuff, then by all means don't watch this video. But with all that being said, let's just get into my thoughts. So, I thought the Sonic movie 2 was fantastic. I think that it is miles better than the first Sonic movie. My main problem with the first Sonic movie was that it wasn't really a Sonic movie. It was more of your everyday live-action kids movie just starring Sonic. It didn't really focus too much on, Sonic and the Sonic games. It was focused more on the human characters, and Sonic's relationships with those characters. There was some inspiration from the games for Sonic 1, like at the beginning of the movie, and there was your references and stuff, but otherwise, the first Sonic movie didn't really feel like the Sonic movie I always wanted. But Sonic 2, on the other hand, yeah, this movie was way better. It focuses a lot more on the actual characters, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, and Robotnik, rather than the humans. The humans, they sort of just go on their side thing. They don't get as much screen time as they did in the first movie. They're just kind of They're just kind of written off of the movie at the beginning and go do their side thing, there's a wedding or whatever in Hawaii that they have to go to, which that comes back later in the movie. I'm not going to spoil it or anything, but that gets revisited. That whole side thing gets revisited for around like 20 minutes or so, and this movie just focuses a lot more on the actual Sonic characters in the games. This movie takes way more inspiration from the Sonic games with the backstory and the lore and all of that. Of course, it adds some stuff in there that was not in the games or mentioned in the games at all, because, it's its own thing, the Sonic movie universe or whatever is completely separate from the games. I understand that, but again, there's just way more that it takes from the games this time around, and I feel like I just really like that, because when I thought of the original Sonic movie, don't get me wrong, I liked it, but I didn't think it was a Sonic movie. It just felt like a kid's movie, but I enjoyed it. But this movie I really liked because it was a lot more about Sonic this time. And that's not just with the characters, it's with, of course the first movie had its references, don't get me wrong, but I feel like this movie had a lot more fan service packed into it. I'm not going to go into the Easter eggs or the references that were shown off, because, spoilers. But there was some stuff obscure Easter eggs in there that I didn't even like. What? Like, huh? Why add this? From like Archie comics and just stuff like that. There's some really obscure stuff in here. Stuff that only diehard Sonic fans would point out. And I was one of those people that knew them. But yeah, in my opinion, the second Sonic movie, it just does a way better job at making a Sonic movie. It felt a lot like a Sonic movie. Sonic himself doesn't really act like an idiot anymore, an idiot kid. He acts more like, Sonic, a cocky attitude. But, this movie does have its flaws, don't get me wrong. Some of the scenes drag on for way too long. They overstay their welcome, like that one wedding scene I was talking about. But that one scene I felt like dragged on for way too long. Another thing that dragged on for way too long, I'm not going to go into what scene, but if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. There's a certain scene. It was just another scene. It was in the coffee shop, I think. I don't remember, but that scene dragged on for way too long, in my opinion. But otherwise, the movie's pacing is pretty good. Another thing I want to talk about is Sonic and Tails. That was handled perfectly. I don't know how I like Tails' origin. I'm not going to go into details, obviously, but I don't really like that too much. But that's for I'm gonna make another video probably following up to this, just giving a full review and not just rambling. I'm probably gonna give a full review on this movie, spoilers included, because I can't really talk about much that happened in the movie that really made it special. But let's just say that a lot of people in the theater I was in were screaming their heads off at a certain scene. If you've seen the movie, you probably know what scene I'm talking about. But and more than one scene too. There's a few scenes that the theater applauded too. It was pretty cool. So yeah, in my opinion, this just felt like a more Sonic movie, not just because of the characters, but because it just took more from the games. And of course, Knuckles and Tails and Eggman contribute to that. But the first movie only had Sonic in it and the human characters and Eggman, of course. And that didn't really feel like a full Sonic movie to me. So it was nice to see all these characters return in this movie, and I can't wait for Sonic 3 because I feel like that movie is going to feel even more like a Sonic movie than Sonic 2 did. But overall, I would probably give Sonic Movie 2 a 9 out of 10. The only problems I have with it is that some scenes overstay their welcome, and some of the humor used is what. No, I understand. Okay, another thing, I understand that this movie is aimed at kids. Of course it is. It's a Sonic movie, but some of the jokes and stuff is just cringe. I just cringe, bro. But I understand. It's a Sonic movie. Fortnite dancing, whoa, fun. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I highly recommend you guys watch the Sonic movie too if you haven't. It's a really good watch. But with that being said, guys, that was just a short little ramble video, initial reaction to the Sonic movie. I will talk more about it in a future video, a full review, written, scripted, all that stuff in the future. But I just wanted to get my reaction out there because it was a really good film and I just wanted to talk about it. So I can't wait for Sonic Movie 3. I can't wait for that Knuckles spin-off series coming to Paramount Plus. But with that being said, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.